Your Highness. Your Highness. It's time to get up, you lazy royal. You missed breakfast. And your first bout of lessons for the day. And the meeting with your father. He's not best pleased. He sent for me to come up and retrieve you by any means necessary. I almost would have believed him if he told me to use force to get you out of bed. That man had a face like thunder. Definitely not someone that you want to keep waiting any longer than you already have. Oh no, don't you look at me like that, with those big sad puppy eyes. I feel no sympathy for you. You did this to yourself. And you can spare me whatever excuse you're going to concoct in front of your father, and you can tell me the truth. What have you been up to that's left you so tired this morning? Were you perhaps up all night reading again? One of your fantasy romance novels, no doubt, about some dashing but dim-witted knight saving a very intelligent but ultimately smarmy and egocentric royal, and then them forming an unlikely but beautifully balancing romance. You don't know what I'm talking about. Ah, yes, of course, because it's not as if you slide those books in between the pages of the larger textbooks that your teachers give you for independent study. How do I know about that? Well, whilst your skills in the sleight of hand are worryingly impressive when you sneak those books into your textbooks, your ability to control your face and emotions leaves something to be desired. No one reads history textbooks and smiles, let alone blushes. Anyway, that's not the point. Is that what you were doing? Were you up reading until the wee hours of the morning? Or perhaps you raided the pantry again. Did you hear that your father was entertaining the Viscount? Did you sneak yourself down to the kitchen to binge upon 1 or 2 or 10 of the little pastries that Madame Comfrey brings especially for the Viscount? I've warned you, those treats are nothing but sugar and fat. They do nothing for a growing royal. Well, except grow your waistline. You weren't doing either of those things. Okay, well, I'll bite. Go on then. Pray tell, what were you up to that's left you in such a sorry state this morning? You were out in the courtyard, practicing your swordsmanship all night. But, Your Highness, it was raining all of last night. And your trusty cloak, which, as always, when it's not wrapped around your shoulders, hangs up on that door right there, is bone dry. So are you telling me that you went out last night, all night, to practice swordsmanship in the pouring rain without a cloak? Don't you lie to me. God, no wonder you're still in bed. You're not tired, you're sick. You're fine. Right. You see, I don't know what's convincing me of that more. Is it the dark circles under your eyes, the clammy appearance of your skin, or perhaps the lone bead of snot running down your face right now? Thought so. Now, sit still. I'm going to check your temperature. There is no point protesting, Your Highness. It's either that you let me check your temperature, or I drag you down in front of your father and have him tear you a new one, whilst you, too ill to even fight back, can do nothing but sit there and take it. Now, behave. Oh, for God's sake, you're practically on fire. It's like a blacksmith's furnace is working away behind your brow. Honestly, I have no idea how you manage to do this to yourself. I can spend every waking moment of my life protecting you from assassins and thieves and political intrigue and practically every single external threat this world could possibly throw at you, only for you to do more damage than any arrow or any dagger ever could, just by your own well-intentioned and ultimately well-meaning stupidity. Honestly, sometimes I think that you're just made of glass. That even if I protect you and handle you with the softest touch, at any moment you could just shatter. Well, there's nothing else for it. You, Your Highness, are staying in bed. I will inform your father that you are ill. And count yourself lucky that I am vouching for you, because without my testimony, I guarantee you that you could practically cough up a lung in your father's lap, and he would not believe you that you were ill. That's how angry he was. But no matter, I will take the brunt of his anger at allowing you to sneak out. Better than you have to deal with it. Kicking a dog while they're down and all that. Royal as they may be, and very much deserving it due to it being their actions that landed them here. But still, an unneeded punishment. No, the sorry state you're in is more than enough. Call it a lesson learned. Maybe next time you'll wrap up when you decide to go out and practice your swordsmanship. I mean, what were you thinking? It was chucking it down last night. It was raining cats and dogs, whatever other sayings I can use to really emphasise just how heavily it was pouring down. Why would you think that that was an optimal time, nay, even an acceptable time to go out and practice your swordsmanship, of all things? Well, yes, I suppose I do often say if it's not raining, it's not training, but that's different. I am a knight in your father's army. I have been trained to withstand such conditions, and furthermore, I am your royal protector. I have gone through extensive training to put myself in any possible manner of discomfort and still be able to function at my peak. You, on the other hand, are... No, I was not about to call you soft. You are... sophisticated. Okay, yes, I suppose that is just a nicer way of calling you soft, but, you are a royal, Your Highness. You have not gone through the same training that I have. You have not spent countless nights under the stars like I have. You have not shielded your body from the rain under a wax canvas tarp. You have not wrapped yourself in shoddy furs trying to stave off cold, spending countless nights freezing and shaking and teeth chattering, praying that you die in your sleep lest you have to face another early morning standing guard in your armour which quickly turns to ice as the sweat from your body freezes in every joint. You are of more privileged upbringing. And whilst you show great progress in the teachings I have given you, you are good with a sword, you are handy with a bow. You are a born tactician, and I dare say that with the proper training, that in these individual skills you will one day surpass me. But you are not a knight, Your Highness. You do not have that experience, that resilience to the weather that comes only from exposure to it. You do not fight well tired. You do not fight well hungry. You perform perfectly in the optimal conditions, like a rose in a garden. But pluck you from that garden and place you into rougher soil where weeds grow, and you will struggle, and you will falter, and you will wither. Knights are not roses, Your Highness. We are not rare. We are not beautiful. Knights are weeds. We suffer under any condition, achieving our goal, despite the odds, despite the weather, despite the hunger, despite the cold, despite injury or illness or fear of death. We prevail. And I'm sorry, but without that resilience, without that experience, without that strength, you will never be a member of the Evergreen Court. Then teach you. Your Highness, I have taught you many things. I have taught you how to wield a sword, how to fire a bow, how to plan an attack and a counterattack, and a counterattack to that counterattack. But I cannot, in good faith, teach you how to endure suffering. I mean, your father would never approve if I were to put you through the paces of what a knight goes through to gain that resilience. And I'm sure that even if he was to agree, that you wouldn't want me to. I mean, basic training involves the controlled deprivation of food, of water, strenuous physical activity and arduous terrain and even more arduous weather, followed by sleep deprivation and constant tests of focus. It's not easy. And it's barely humane. And it's not fitting for a noble to endure. It's not right. It's not decent. And I don't think it's something that I could put you through. What if you ordered me to put you through it? Well, then, if you were to order me, then that order would go to your father, as your father has said I take orders only from him. If your father were to somehow, in some bizarre alternate reality, take leave of his senses and second that order, then I would have no choice but to do as you ask. But that will not happen, and there is no point in suffering these fantasies. What are you doing? Why are you getting out of bed? You're going to talk to your father. I think not, Your Highness. I think perhaps your fever is making you a bit delirious. Now, perhaps let's not. Maybe let's get back into bed, okay? I don't want you to sit down. Now. Good. Now. You are my charge, my responsibility. I am here to preserve your health and to tend to your needs, and you need to stay in bed. And that trumps your wants. So you want to talk to your father, that's fine. Any message you have, I will relay to him, and if he sees fit, he will come and see you himself. But if you think that I'm going to let you endanger your health by allowing you to feebly crawl around these very cold castle corridors whilst in your sorry state, you have another thing coming. Now lie back on that bed before I make you. I will not ask again. Thank you. Why are you smirking? You're not used to me being so commanding. Please, Your Highness, try and keep this appropriate. I swear you read too many of those books. What am I going to do with you? And before you make another lowbrow, inappropriate joke, that was a rhetorical question. I know exactly what I'm going to do. I'm going to have a word with the guard at your door and send him down to the kitchen where They will get the staff to prepare some soup, perhaps even a glass of warmed mead. We'll bring it up, you'll eat, and then you will rest. And when you are feeling better, and only when you are feeling better, will I allow you to set foot out of this bed. Am I not going down to the kitchen? Oh no. I am not leaving your side for 1 second until I'm sure that you're on the mend. And if there's one thing you've proven from your little antics, your little prance in the rain, it's that you can't be trusted to have your own best interests at heart when I leave you unattended. And whilst I appreciate you putting efforts into your extracurricular studies, I do not want it to come at the cost of your health. I agreed to train you because I saw something great in you. But that greatness only comes if you nurture it. And with it, nurture yourself, your body and your mind. And sacrificing your health for the sake of a few more sword strokes, it just isn't worth it. If this ever happens again, you and I are finished. No more lessons, no more training. You can forget about your gambit to enter the Evergreen Court with me. I won't allow it. I'm sorry if I'm coming across as harsh, Your Highness. It's just... I worry. I worry because I care, and I'm annoyed because I shouldn't. Care, I mean. In the way that I do. Don't make me say it, Your Highness. You know that all that matters is your speedy recovery. And I'm going to be here to support that every step of the way. Whether you like it or not, Your Highness, you're going to be stuck with me for a while. Oh, don't smirk at me like that, Your Highness. If I didn't know any better, I'd think that you planned this all just to get some more time with me. What? Are you feeling a little bit left out that I've had to spend so much time moving my personal effects from the garrison to the Evergreen Court? Are you feeling neglected? As if you're not the most important thing on my mind anymore? Well, allow me to comfort you by saying that even though I will not be your royal protector for much longer, that my purpose lies elsewhere. You will always be the most important thing to me, Your Highness. Always. Because although the Evergreen Court is the next step in my journey, when I look at your face, I see the rest of my life. Well, I shall go and have a word with the guard now about that soup. You rest. I will be but a moment.